In the words of Lieutenant Rico from Starship Troopers,
Come on, you ape! You wanna live forever!
there's so much to love about Helldivers 2. And don't you want to live forever? Helldivers leans into its inspirations pretty heavily. Mostly right now, Starship Troopers and Terminator seem to be the biggest influences on it. But in the same breath, it's not afraid to do things uniquely and in its own way too. I think Helldivers is one of the best jump-in experience games you can have in recent history. There's so much that I love about it. I just enjoy every second of dropping in and playing with friends. It has the magic of a game from the 2000s or early 2010s. Those Xbox 360 titles that you could pick up with your friends and play for hours. Something like a Left 4 Dead is a great example of what Helldivers really encapsulates. I love its aesthetic. It makes me wish we had gotten more ODST games from Halo. I know that's not exactly an uncommon take that people have been saying, but I really think it's worth hammering home how missed of an opportunity that is, that we just don't have ODST games, except for the one, which is incredible. I think Helldivers scratches an itch for people. It is this fun co-op game that has dope armor sets and really cool, fun, cooperative activities. And despite it being very graphic, it doesn't take itself very seriously. It's afraid, or rather it's not afraid, to play around with dark humor, play around with irony and satire. And if you look below the surface, much like Starship Troopers, which it takes inspiration from, you find a message about the world and humanity that sort of, how would I say it, gives you a deeper feeling and connection. You see truth in it, despite it being so absurd. I think a lot of this is also elevated by the incredible social media presence this game has had. I've seen so many funny edits and unique ideas, people calling it Space Vietnam, all these sort of things that are just super entertaining about the game. I really think it's awesome. Now, it's worth mentioning that now that I'm reviewing it, the servers are a lot better. If you haven't checked the game out since launch, I do recommend you check it out now. The servers are no longer at capacity, it's easy to get in and play with people. That was a huge turnoff for many, as it was for myself. It was just hard to get in and even play the game, but it's worth noting now that it's really, really solid. I also think Helldivers is amazing because it's just so unique. I've played a lot of co-op third-person shooters, sure, and I've done lots of missions, sure, but something about the fact that its lobbies are real-time, you can see different ships in the distance, you can experience these worlds and see people calling in stratagems, and it's not just some aesthetic that the game has made. Those are real players in those ships. When the players go down or the ship goes down, you see it explode in the sky. The player counts on the different worlds and everything. It makes it all feel so immersive. I mean, you see people talk about server caps, excuse me, for MMOs like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy all the time. But in a war-type game where you're pushing on all fronts, it's so interesting to see, people talking about how we lost Malevolent Creek and stuff like that. It's such a immersive experience, despite being something so absurd and out there. It's so easy to jump in and want to be a Helldiver. I really love that about the game. It's so... I keep saying it's so much. I think the best way to put it, actually, and I'll kind of pivot here for a second, but the best way I can describe it would be when you're with your friends in the backyard, playing games with like a stick. Yes, it's not really realistic, and you have to, suspend disbelief and such, but you're so roped in this own idea you have going in your head that you just believe it fully, and you're committed and in there. You're like, yes, I am a Jedi, even though I have this little, stick thingy that I picked off of a tree. Helldivers is that way. If you commit to the idea of being a Helldiver, the game, it feels so rewarding. It commits to this I don't know, how would I say it? Letting go of how you feel about games or immersion and things like that, and just embracing everything that's coming at you. It's just absolute brain-off fun. Helldivers definitely has a chance to be the best multiplayer game this year. I'm sort of hesitant at the current time, as I haven't gone into the deep upgrade paths that the game offers, so this isn't really a traditional review, more me just talking about how I feel about it right now. but I would love to really put in perspective later down the line how much I've liked the game and how much it changes as I go up and up the difficulties and start doing more and more missions on Extreme and stuff like that. But at this moment, having put 25 hours in, I think Helldivers is awesome, and I definitely recommend people check it out. I hope to see you fighting off the Terminids and defending against the automatons on the front. We need more soldiers, and bring in Xbox players. They deserve to be here too. Have you played Helldivers? Are you interested in dropping in for liberty and freedom and democracy? Let me know in the comment below. I'm so excited to check out this game more and to share all these new ideas I have with the viewers here on this channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace and love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!